Hi, this is Misael Herrera, lead guitar for Manhunt.
This is Deshaun Jackson, the rhythm guitar for Manhunt.
We're here in the jam room, right here to answer some questions. 3 biggest influences. Goodness, there's too many. Honestly, there's too many to choose. But if I have to start narrowing it down to 3, one of the first bands that comes to mind, or guitar players, is Derek Sykes from Demolition Hammer. You know, with songs like 44 caliber brain surgery, or skull fracturing back. So like everything that he's done with Demolition Hammer is just freaking great. Same with James Riley, the other guitarist. Just Demolition Hammer is a band, really. It's just a huge influence to me as a guitar player here in Manhunt. Another one I would say is Kerry King and Jeff Hanneman from Slayer. I'm a huge Slayer nerd. I could obviously play riffs from Rock Blood. Or like Black Magic. Or like World Painted Blood. I could just go on for hours on different Slayer riffs. And a third guitar player that I would say is very inspiring to me from Manhunt. Shoot, this is not easy. I would go with Conan from Ex Mortis. That man is just insane. That's just, I could barely do that, but he's just all over the place from the fretboard and whammy bars. He's awesome.
For me as a guitar player, I would say, for one, James Hetfield from Metallica. Big rhythm player. My picking stuff is usually from him, like the 3-finger grip or down picking. I love doing that stuff. Another one could possibly be Dimebag, just by how different his style was at the time compared to a lot of other players. He was just fast, and a lot of his riffs just still on to this day. My third, Lee Altus.
Bring on some tasty shreds and thrash. Really, just get down with some proper thrash metal music. Dupa 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 our hearts out. Because that's the kind of music that we live for. We love that shit. I use this guitar. This is a Dean Flying V. I honestly couldn't tell you what year this is. It's probably a 2021 model or something like that. Before the lawsuit with Gibson, it's stock for now. But I do plan to modify it, with better, hardware, maybe some better electronics. But otherwise, it's a pretty solid guitar. It's got a proper fluid rose. It works. It's a good guitar. Dean's, highly recommend.
For Manhunt, I like to use this Charlie Power signature. This is a 2018 red Kramer Fine Leaf. It has EMG 81 and 60s, and it's just a great tone. It's just a great guitar overall. It's a comfortable one next to them. Fretboard's really nice too. The frets are nice and trimmed, and just good tone.
Obviously, besides your basic chords, just learning how to move up and down the fretboard and move up and down on the strings, in the sense of just learning how to find notes that correlate with each other, where it's, But also I would say, learn your pentatonic scale, because, That's a basic scale a lot of like lead players like to kind of fall back on in case they, you know, need to just simplify what they're wanting to play, because you know it's with lead guitar it can get very complicated very fast. But just keep it easy for yourself. Don't, if you want to get technical, get technical. If you want to keep it simple, but just make it hit.
For me, I would say learn how to set up your own instruments. Make sure you know how to restring and set up your string tension and everything, because you can make a really
Know your
low
gear.
guitar sound really good if you know yourself, and it's cost less. I mean, you'll be able to do your own repairs and whatnot, and like you said, learn your gear, research your gear, just look up something and just look into it and see like reviews on it and try to learn about it.
And don't be afraid to ask questions
Or
if you need
experiment.
help. Ooh, there's a few. Friends in Hatred, a friend, Good Pals and Frolic, Phantom Witch, Invicta, Heathen, Raider, Bewitcher, Cavalera, Destruction, Warbringer, Forbidden.
For me, I mean, Metallica, obviously, you can tell it's Metallica. We got 3 posters already up in here, and yeah, that'll be one big show, if anything. It won't be possibly Sepultura, it'll be pretty fun as well. And it's gonna be Anthrax or Exodus, that'll also be pretty fun. Get the crowd going.
Ooh, Exodus would be so cool. It's music that's not really very common out here, you know. Out here in New Mexico, it's very different than, say, like scenes out on the East Coast or on the West Coast, you know. It's a very big blend of a lot of stuff out here. Here, we're trying to keep it more traditional or old school in the sense of songwriting, really. But, you know, we're not ignorant to, like, you know, whatever new music is out and about, too, because we're obviously trying to stay, you know, within this, try to listen, you know, with what bands are current in the scene, because, you know, not every band that we listen to is still around, unfortunately.
For me, it's similar to that, and like with what we play as Manhunt, we try to branch out from the basic thrash genre, because when you listen to thrash, you think of, you know, the same kind of lyrics, same kind of drums, guitar, whatever. So what we're trying to do is branch out from that and kind of go to a more melodic style. If you think Children of Bodom, for example, which is one of our base influences, and just trying to make something different instead of being a copy-paste thrash band. I'm not gonna name any bands. I don't want to know any, obviously.
Just a big thing with melody, really, is something we want to incorporate a lot with Manhunt, because, again, not trying to talk smack with bands out here, but there's not a lot of bands that like to ride on melody, and I think that's something that's a little lacking out here, and I feel like we're gonna kind of bring that back, maybe. Hopefully. That's the plan. I want to thank Dean Guitars. I want to thank Floyd Rose. I want to thank all my pedals, you know, from Morley to Ibanez to Digitech to ISP, you know, on stage, pedal board. So all the bands from Canada, from, you know, Invicta, Raider, Razor, Cathartic Demise, APOC, all those dudes, y'all rule. You know, DTR, Dark in the Day, DR Strings.
For me, I like to thank, you know, Kramer, obviously, my ESP guitars over there, I love those. Crate, honestly, great ton at least for pretty low price. Master Effects, great pedal right here. EQ from Help, get that. It's a great EQ pedal. And I like to thank my family and friends, especially these guys right here. They're a big help to my inspiration and they keep me going on this journey. And especially my family too. They show up at my stuff and they, you know, give me advice and just tell me like they're proud of me or whatever. And that keeps me going too. Even my friends as well, you know, they're proud of what I do and I'm proud of what I do. And I'm proud to be working with guys like these. So.
Hell yeah.